Reality leaves a lot to the imagination. I know we make our own reality, and we always have a choice, but how much is preordained? Is there always a fork in the road, and are there two preordained paths that are equally preordained? There could be hundreds of paths where one could go this way or that way. There's a chance, and it's very strange sometimes. It's quite possible to do anything, but not if you put it on the liters and the parking meters. Don't expect Carter or Reagan or John Lennon or Yoko Ono or Bob Dylan or Jesus Christ to come and do it for you. You have to do it yourself. You can't just keep quiet about anything that's going on in the world unless you're a monk. Sorry, monks. One of my big things is that I wish to be a fisherman. I know it sounds silly, and I'd sooner be rich than poor, and all the rest of that, but I wish the pain was ignorance or bliss or something. Well, pain is the pain we go through all the time. You're born in pain. Pain is what we're in most of the time, and I think that the bigger the pain, the more God you look for. If there is such a thing as genius, which is what the fuck is it? I am one, and if there isn't, I don't care. I used to think it when I was a kid, writing me poetry and doing me paintings. I didn't become something when the Beatles made it, or when you heard about me. I've been like this all me life. Genius is pain too. Time you enjoy wasting was not wasted. Being honest may not get you a lot of friends, but it'll always get you the right ones. Trying to please everybody is impossible. If you did that, you'd end up in the middle with nobody liking you. You've just got to make the decision about what you think is your best, and do it. There are two basic motivating forces, fear and love. When we are afraid, we pull back from life. When we are in love, we open to all that life has to offer with passion, excitement, and acceptance. If someone thinks that peace and love are just a cliche that must have been left behind in the 60s, that's a problem. Peace and love are eternal. Peace is not something you wish for, it's something you make, something you do, something you are, and something you give away. I could still be forgotten when I'm dead. I don't really care what happens when I'm dead. When I was 5 years old, my mother always told me that happiness was the key to life. When I went to school, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wrote down happy. They told me I didn't understand the assignment, and I told them they didn't understand life. I'm cynical about society, politics, newspapers, government. But I'm not cynical about life, love, goodness, death. That's why I really don't want to be labeled a cynic. I believe in everything until it's disproved. So I believe in fairies, the myths, dragons. It all exists, even if it's in your mind. Who's to say that dreams and nightmares aren't as real as the here and now? Nobody controls me. I'm uncontrollable. The only one who controls me is me, and that's just barely possible. Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end.